Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Picture This Movie Reviews, where today we'll be reviewing my pick, which was Mel Gibson's Bloodfather. So we're gonna go around the table and ask everyone how they're doing today. So who wants to kick it off? How they're doing?
I'll kick it off. So this week, Dan and I also watched a movie called White Boy Rick, which was recommended by your father, Seth.
That is correct.
So that is one movie that we watched. Did we watch anything else this week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we just watched the ending episode of Demon Slayer, but no other movies, right? No other movies? No other movies. Oh, Bloodfather. Yeah, but How are you?
Fantastic. Really great to be here. And since I guess we're not going to go into a deep dive on White Boy Rick, please pass on to your father. Really did enjoy that movie. Personally, I'd put that at an 8 out of 10. Love Matthew McConaughey. And I think his performance in this was really strong, period. And just please pass that on for us.
How about you, Kayla? How'd you like?
Thank you, Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, Senior Curtis? Mr. I don't know his name. Oh, Daryl. That's what it is. Thank you. No, I really enjoyed it too. That's my kind of movie. I kind of really jived with it. I thought Matthew McConaughey was really good. And I thought the kid actor was great too. And there was a lot of people in it. I mean, Jonathan Majors was in it too, which was really nice to see him. I enjoyed it a lot. I would give it an 8 too. It was really good.
Good to know. Matt and I will have to check it out at some point. We slacked off this week, unfortunately. So,
that's okay.
But Matt, how you doing?
All right. I'm okay. We were given the extra assignment after we went off the air last week from your father to watch White Boy Rick as well. We were intending to do a double feature. Dan and Kayla were the only one of us who did their homework. And so I don't know that I watched anything other than Bloodfather this week. I'm sure I did, but maybe I didn't. I don't. Nothing springs to mind as far as what I've watched.
Did you watch Truman Show? You did.
I did watch the Truman Show recently, yes. So that might have been within this last week. It's all kind of blurring together. But Truman Show is always great. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. I love that movie.
And then Primal Fear.
And reverse.
You guys know more about me than I know about me. I watched Primal Fear as well, the Richard Gere,
Edward
Norton movie. Yes, that was Edward Norton's first film, and got nominated, I believe, for an Academy Award for it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's insane.
I have not seen it. Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have not seen it. I like Richard Gere though. He's a hot old dude. Very attractive. Sorry, he is very handsome.
All right, moving on from Kayla's thirst trap of the week. We're going to jump into the news. News is a little bit funky this week because I'm usually the news guy, but I'm having computer difficulties. So Matt did the news last week. Then Matt saw my news for this week and said, I'm not doing it. So I'm going to do it.
I'll do it.
It's too late.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it because I feel like if you do it, we'll be, and plus your face goes away when you do it. So
it's okay. It's okay. You need
let me do it. Let me do it.
I'm already reading it right now. So stop arguing.
Let me do it.
Mission Impossible 7 and 8 will be the culmination of the franchise. So if you want 9 and 10, too bad, so sad. You're not going to get it. Russell Crowe to star alongside Aaron Taylor Johnson in Kraven the Hunter movie, which will be coming sometime soon. Anthony Ramos, I am sorry if I'm butchering your name. He will be cast in the Ironheart series, which is going to be on Disney Plus eventually. And it's said he'll have a major role in the MCU. Moving on, there's a new Stephen King movie, or Stephen King story movie, whatever you want to say, called Firestarter, starring Zac Efron. And there's a new trailer for it. Looks pretty good. Obi-Wan Kenobi will be streaming on Disney Plus May 25th. I believe that's the 45th anniversary of A New Hope. So,
wow.
Cannot wait for that series. I'm a huge Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan, Star Wars fans. So give me that, please, and drop the trailer, would you? Charlie Hunnam. I'm gonna butcher your name. I'm so sorry. Digimon Hansu, Duna Bay, and Ray Fisher joined Zack Snyder's new Rebel Moon movie, which is going to be a Netflix movie, I believe, like a sci-fi action adventure, some. Zack Snyder film. So check it out if you want to. The Uncharted director is working with Sony on a Jack and Daxter movie, which is a PlayStation game, which I was a huge fan of as a kid. Kayla might need to help me out in this one. Barry Keoghan.
Cohen.
Yeah, Cohen. Okay. Robert Pattinson, Harry Styles, and Tom Holland are all in talks to play the villain of Dune 2.
Oh my God.
Arthur Harkonnen. So some big names in there for the villain of Dune 2. And then moving on, Mandalorian season 3 is set to wrap filming in late March. So cross our fingers we'll be getting that series in December. I am dying for it. So please give me some more Mandalorian. I had to spoil this news for the group because it was just too exciting to hold on to all week. Blade Runner 2099 series is in the works at Amazon with Ridley Scott producing, and he might direct the series.
Sweet.
So it'll be a continuation off of Blade Runner and then Blade Runner 2049. Don't know anything else about it yet, but it's happening and it's very exciting.
Indeed.
Ray Stevenson joins the cast of Ahsoka as an admiral, but he will not be the main villain, Admiral Thrawn. The Shang-Chi actor, Simu Liu, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. It's been a rough week of pronouncing names. He joins the cast of Barbie alongside Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie. Adrian Brody joins Chris Evans and Ana de Armas in Ghosted, which is said to be a high-concept romance action-adventure movie on Apple Plus. I have no idea what a high-concept romance action-adventure movie is, but it's got a good cast. So, Adam Driver, Penelope Cruz, Shailene Woodley are all set to star in Michael Mann's new Ferrari movie.
Shailene.
Excuse me, I told you I could not pronounce names. Catherine Zeta-Jones joins the cast of National Treasure series on Disney Plus. So if you're a fan of her and National Treasure, well, there's your match made in heaven.
Totally.
The new Doctor Strange trailer, absolutely bonkers. I cannot wait for that movie. So many Easter eggs and hints at stuff. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Here's one for you, Dan. The new Ben Affleck Ana de Armas movie called Deepwater got a new trailer or teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it, and it's quite erotic. So if you want to watch something for like 10 seconds that's erotic, there you go.
All right. I have to pause you just for one moment. I am so sorry. So was this made while they were going out? Was this
I think
post
so. It's
breakup?
quite awkward.
So they filmed it for a while now because they broke up like over a year ago now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just
gonna put it out there. I'm not there for it, so
I am. I like both of them. So.
of course you do. Okay.
All right. Moving on. Jimmy Smits will be reprising his role as Senator Bail Organa in Obi-Wan Kenobi. Jack Quaid joins the cast of Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. John Krasinski announces A Quiet Place Part 3 is in the works and is scheduled to release in 2025.
Look, I know you're doing the eye roll, but literally I didn't think that the second one was bad at all.
No, the second one was good, but I don't think there is a third one needed at all. Right now, it's literally just it's a money pool. That's all it is.
He hasn't put anything bad out yet. I'm
No, he
curious
hasn't,
to
but
see how that goes. So
that's-
excited for it. I'm there for that.
You ruin it when you go too far.
She's not there for that. I'm there for that.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right, and we're going to end on a sad note, unfortunately, but Ivan Reitman, genius comedy director and writer, has unfortunately passed away. at the age of, I believe, 74, 75. So thoughts and prayers out with his family. But that will do it for the news for this week.
You
Is
forgot something.
Ryan? Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
You forgot something.
Oh, well, please enlighten us there, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
It's only been all over the internet all day. The reveal of Michael Keaton's Batsuit from Batgirl.
Oh, I didn't see
And it looks badass. And it looks like a upgraded version from the Batman Returns suit. So I'm there for it.
Very much there for it as well.
You may continue.
Okay, that was it. Anything else anyone else wants to add? 'Cause I always tend to forget things apparently. So
No, I'm just wondering if Ryan Gosling is playing Ken in the Barbie movie.
I assume so.
Is Margot Robbie playing Barbie?
I assume so.
Wow, cool beans.
Outside of that, I don't know if it was new news or not, but it was to me this week. I really did enjoy that trailer drop for the new Jurassic World movie. So thank you for shooting that to me this week, because that was freaking awesome, and I'm definitely there for that one. And it'll be a nice way to end an era, I guess. Hopefully it'll do right by it.
Only time will tell. But as they say, nature finds a way. So
Life.
Life finds a way, whatever.
Nature does find a way.
cut that part out. Anyway,
That's got to be our headline. Nature finds a way.
nature does find. Okay.
For Momoa Mamas. And other sort of things.
Oh shoot.
I'm going to see your quotes. Okay. All right. So if you all are ready, let's jump right into review of Bloodfather. So-
Okay, yeah. This should be quite easy.
I only expect what you're going to say.
No,
I was-
we're not jumping right into the reviews. We're going to talk about stats.
I want to skip
Dan.
Dan. Skip Dan.
Yeah, no, you weren't going to skip Dan, because I really want to talk about these stats for real.
All right. Well, Dan, take it away.
Sure. So just to give you a brief overview, you guys watching, you're all here for The Bloodfather, obviously, or Mel Gibson. Is a 2016 English language French action crime thriller film directed by Jean-Francois Richet, written by Peter Craig based on his novel of the same name, starring Mel Gibson, Aaron Moriarty, Diego Luna, Michael Parks, and William H. Macy, which I was surprised to see in this. I did enjoy him in this. Film had its world premiere in the 2016 Cannes Film Festival in May 21st, 2016. It was released on August 12th, 2016 by Lionsgate Premiere. Now, as far as the budget for this movie, it ended up being a $15 million budget. It returned $6.9 million at the box office. So unfortunately, not too fantastic there, but IMDb rated this at a 6.4 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 89 out of 100. Metacritic 66%, and 76% of Google users actually like this movie. So some positive stuff there.
3 out of 4 of them. So there's 4 of us. So are 3 of us going to like this film?
Only time will tell.
We shall see.
Nature will find a way. All right. So, are you done with your stats now?
We're good.
All right. I'm going to kick things off with a little fun fact for you. So, as I was reading about this movie, because there's tons to know about this movie, apparently Sylvester Stallone was looking to direct and star in this movie in 2008.
I believe it.
Stallone-
It seems up his alley.
I would not want to see that, because the way this movie is currently is excellent. Spoiler alert, I enjoyed this movie. So to start things off, I really like this movie. Thought Mel Gibson was great in the movie. William H. Macy was also great. I like the story. They said, said last week, pick something basic, simple, and we've been watching a lot of draining things. I want something fun to watch. Thought this was fun to watch. Action was great, wasn't overdoing it or anything. The ending was superb, if you ask me. It's exactly how this movie should have ended. And I don't think Stallone would have had this movie end that way. But there's really not much else to say. You know, it's a really fun movie. I enjoy it quite a bit. I'll give it a 8.5 out of 10. Who wants to take it over from me and ruin my day?
Who wants to go next? Okay, I'll go then. Okay, so I agree with the ending part. I feel like that was the only ending that would have worked and made sense in this kind of movie. I like that it circled back to the daughter in the group talking about, you know, because she's also now had an addiction and she's learning to recover and cope with that. So I really like that part. The action was okay. I'm not really like a huge action person, but the action was okay for me. Like I didn't mind it. There were some parts that were like crazy as crap with like the dude with the tattoos and stuff on his face when he got
That's Sakari.
yeah. Like I said, like the action for me, I'm not like, I don't know how to critique this versus another action movie. The only really one I can think of is Mad Max. It definitely had some Mad Maxy vibes with the motorcycle and in the desert. And I'm like, okay, I can see why Seth recommended this. Okay. Mel Gibson. My thing with this movie that I did not like was the dialogue was so dumb. I hated how Mel Gibson was so quick to, like, he had a response for every single thing that someone said to him. It was so fast too. There was like no time to really like soak it in. He was just like bam, 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 bam. And I'm like, dude, chill. Like they're telling you something and you're just like blah 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 blah. And then there was also this part where I'm sorry, where the truck ran into the trailer and it flipped it. I could see like the truck maybe like going through the trailer, but that trailer lifted up and flipped and rolled. And I was like, dude, that is crazy. So that was my biggest thing with this movie. I don't want to trash talk this movie because it wasn't awful. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not the greatest movie I've ever seen. I like Mel Gibson as an actor. I think as he's gotten older, his choices for movies that he picks are, and it kind of gives him this bad reputation of like, he's just doing movies, kind of like a Nick Cage thing, just doing movies to do movies because he can. And he's kind of fit into that genre now where it's like, I'm a dad, or like action movie, like I got to be this hard, tough guy, like this older guy. But I am not going to give this 8.5 because I don't think in any way, shape, or form that it deserves an 8.5. I'm trying to think of another movie that I gave an 8.5. I think I gave Godfather an 8.5. This is not Godfather level in my eyes. I'm sorry, Seth. But because it was not an awful movie, I'm going to give this movie a 5. Because it wasn't awful. I wanted to say one more thing. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm like, it's so crazy that Diego Luna was in this movie. I didn't expect to see him because when I think of Diego, I don't really think of like Diego being in this kind of movie. William H. Macy, yes, but it was a small role. But Diego, I feel like Diego could have like, I don't know. I felt like it like, I don't know. I didn't think this was a good role. Yeah, I didn't think this was a good role for him. Yeah. And I was a little disappointed that he was in this, to be honest. I'm sorry, Seth. But it only gets a 5 for me.
Cheapens Diego Luna.
Yes, it does. And that's
I will say it could have been more with him. He had an interesting like character at the start, you know, but they just didn't do anything with him. He just disappears for like over half the movie. So I'll give you that one.
Yeah, it's wasted, to be honest.
Yes.
If you're gonna put not like saying like big compared to Mel Gibson, but I'm sorry, I'm trying to shut up because I know we're crunchy on time. If you're gonna put Diego Luna, give him some substance where you're utilizing his talents. Okay, sorry, I'm done. I'm
gonna go in. I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna be methodical about this. The movie, as an action movie, is not breaking any kind of molds. It's standard cookie cutter action. Puts a damsel in distress. Mel Gibson. Okay, there's a name. overall. I think he pulls off a rugged character. Great. I'm in agreement with Kayla. Some of the action scenes were a little bit unbelievable, but to give you credit, this was not nonstop gore blowing things up. This was, I think the action sequences came when they needed to be there, and there wasn't like overtly overused like you see in a lot of action films. So I give it credit there. I really dislike the daughter in this, and I'm sure, I don't know, you guys probably loved her, but I mean, it was just something like, even like the characters were mentioning that she couldn't survive on her own, like doing all this kind of stuff, like she needed help, da 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 da. And it, I mean, in the end, like she kind of had to do what she had to do. But I I didn't love the movie, Seth, and I'm sorry. But overall, I'm actually going to go a little bit lower than Kayla on this. I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. It's not something that I'm going to go back and watch, but again, like Kayla said, it's not something that's so terrible that it's unwatchable. If that's what I can give you. So that's where I'm at.
That's fair. I trashed what was it, Nightmare Before Christmas pretty good, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Big Matt, where you at?
It was crazy. Kayla, you beat me to it. Crazy seeing Diego Luna. We just talked about him last week and how I
Yeah.
hadn't seen him in anything since like Dirty Dancing, and there he is.
Well-
But it was nice to see. Well, Mel Gibson was in form here. He was a woman beater. He was a out of jail. He was a racist at times. It was good to see Gibson doing what he does best.
But he wasn't. There you go. There's a
What?
plus. Was not a Nazi.
No, he was not a Nazi.
And
No,
they definitely made a point to point that out in that
Mhm.
film.
on a serious note, all kidding aside, and here's the swerve. It was good to see Mel Gibson kind of back in form. The last, I don't know how many years, the very little that I've seen of Mel Gibson of new stuff has not been the Mel Gibson that I grew up watching. This felt more like the Mel Gibson that I grew up watching. So for that alone, I actually found myself enjoying this. It didn't set the world on fire, but and in fact, when it started, I was like, "Oh hell, here we go!" and the dialogue, I agree, was not there for me at times, especially in the beginning. But then once the action started, once they're in the trailer together, and right before the tip over, during that whole scene is kind of where it got me. It hook, line, and sinkered me. Is it believable that the truck pushed the trailer over? Absolutely not. But hey, it was a mindless action movie that I didn't need to think about anything else going in. I didn't really need to. It gave me just enough story that I'm like, okay, I can follow what's going on, but I didn't need to care about anything else. And every once in a while, that's what you need. And that's what I needed, and that's what worked for me. So this wasn't bad for me. I can totally see why other people would not like it, but I would watch this again. And in fact, I've added it to my wish list of movies to buy on Vudu. So I give this a 7 out of 10.
Quick question for you, Matt. Do you like this better or Get the Gringo? Because I know you've seen that one before.
I think I got to go with Get the Gringo. Get the Gringo was a really good one for me.
Yeah, they're both really good. I just I prefer Bloodfather.
But this one felt more like Mel, if that makes sense. Whereas Get the Gringo didn't, but it was still a very good movie. The movie with Get the Gringo was far superior. Whereas this, I dug. I want to say I dug Mel's character, but I liked seeing Mel doing what I like seeing Mel do.
Yeah.
So
okay, fair enough. I'm good with all the reviews, and appreciate y'all checking it out. So I think we're gonna move on to next week. So I believe it's Kayla's pick. Kayla's
Yeah.
pick. Cannot talk. Sorry. Can't
Right.
pronounce. Can't get quotes right, and I can't speak. So
You're not hosting anymore.
Yeah, what the
Good.
heck is going on with you?
Mine's the other place.
Yeah, you've got your mind in the gutter, bud. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry. That was weird. Okay,
Kayla's got her mind
So-
on beards. You got your mind in the gutter.
on beards.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
a running joke.
Is that a running joke?
Men with beards. I don't know. I thought.
Okay. Oh, because of Mr. Mom, is that what you're
Yes,
talking about?
yeah.
He had like fuzz. It wasn't really a full beard, but anyway. Okay, so yes, it is my pick for next week. So we all agreed as a group, we were gonna originally do mom's picks like we did with dad picks, but we decided to push that to Mother's Day. So I'm sorry, and I didn't realize, so I'd recorded my video for a little, who is our favorite actor of all time. And I did this about 20,000 times because I say so much and it is so annoying. So if I say I am so sorry, but I am checking myself, and like if you see me roll my eyes, I'm like, oh, okay. I picked a movie. No, that's wrong. I'm so sorry, I'm losing it too. So we now decided to do comedy movies as our next pick. As our next picks. And this movie may be a comedy, it may be a family movie, it may be.
Professor, start this by saying she hasn't seen the movie before.
I have not seen this movie.
So
I'm
she
so
doesn't
sorry.
know what to class it as.
So I don't know to classify it. I've talked to a friend of mine who says it's definitely not
I think
comedy.
it is.
He thinks it's comedy, but when you Google it, it says romance/family. So it's a romance, family, comedy movie. This movie is directed by Rob Reiner. I know you like Rob Reiner, Matt. I love Rob Reiner. I don't know if anybody else here loves Rob Reiner, but this movie is also available on Hulu, Disney Plus. It'll be everywhere. My pick for next week is going to be, oh man, what's it called?
The Princess
The
Bride.
Princess Bride.
that's actually one of my dad's all-time favorites.
So
So
hold on, I want to tell my story. It's my story. I have a friend, we're kind of like newish friends, but we had discussed our favorite movies, and Princess Bride is her favorite movie. When Harry Met Sally is one of my favorite movies, and Rob Reiner has, did you do that to my When Harry Met Sally? Was that you doing that? Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Rob Reiner directed both of those movies, and actually he directed Stand By Me too. So this kind of brings us all together. And I know we haven't really done any comedy like stuff, like, comedy. And I think this is going to be a good one, hopefully, that everybody enjoys, and we can segue into our comedy part. Because like Seth said, we've been doing like really like bummed out movies, not necessarily that they're bad, but it's time for a little, pick me up kind of happy time. So hopefully that will help us out. What are you trying to do?
I was just saying, I think our goal on this next round of picks, guys, is to show you each our brand of comedy and what we're into. I know for Kayla's, it's going to be kind of hard because it's something she's never watched before. So
True, but I feel like it's on brand for me. I feel like I probably will like it. But yeah, that's my pick, everybody. I hope you guys really like it. If not, I won't be too bummed out because I've never seen it before, so you won't hurt my feelings. Or maybe you will. We'll find out next week.
Nature will find a.
Yeah, nature will find a way.
nature will find out.
He cuts out. Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, you're hosting, so I'm gonna kick it back to Seth.
All right. So anyone else have anything else they want to add?
1 + 1 is 2.
Yeah. No, I do want to add, we've been picking up a lot of new followers on Instagram. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who's followed us and have liked and watched our videos too. And watched our little, clips of the answer this kind of who is your favorite actor. So thank you to Matt and Seth so far who have given us our videos for those. You were right on par with yourself, Seth. I was not surprised. You too, Matt, actually, that was right on par for both of you. So kudos to you guys. But no, thank you to everybody who has helped out with, you know, putting pictures together, putting videos together, sending in stuff. It is always much appreciated. And it's good to see some feedback from people too, commenting on stuff and liking stuff. So I'm sorry, I had to throw that in because I feel like we've gained, you know, we're almost at 60 followers. So that's pretty awesome. So
if you're out there, if you're watching, or if you haven't found us on Instagram, please follow us at Picture This Film Reviews. Also Picture This Film Reviews on Facebook. Matt has got his studio. What's your studio called on YouTube there, Matt?
youtube.com/studio29.
That's awesome. So please watch us. We're really glad that you're catching with us. Continue to grow that group. Talk to your friends about us. We want to hear from you, your thoughts, comments. Do you disagree with us? Do you just hate the fact that my head reflects into the camera here, whereas Matt covers his up with a hat? I mean, either or. but thank you for watching. And then I'll give it back to Seth.
And I'm going to hand it over to Matt to send us home.
Everybody have a great week. Watch The Princess Bride and love one another.
bye.